Have you ever stepped back from a woman and suddenly she's the one texting more, calling more, and wondering what you're doing? It's not magic, it's psychology. And in this video, we'll break down exactly what triggers that emotional shift when she starts missing you more than you miss her. Let's dive in. You stop being predictable. When a man becomes too predictable, it kills curiosity. But when you become unpredictably consistent, meaning she knows you're solid but not always available, she starts to wonder about you, and that wondering turns into missing. You don't chase. You attract. Chasing shows insecurity. Attracting shows value. When you focus on your purpose, your confidence grows. That energy is powerful, and women feel it when you're no longer orbiting around them. You go silent without being cold. You're not ignoring her. You're just not over communicating. This silence gives her space to feel your absence. And if there was a bond, she'll start to crave your presence. You become her last emotional high. If your interactions are full of good energy, deep conversations, laughter, and confidence, she associates you with that feeling. And feelings are what women miss most, not just the person. You stay present, then disappear. Just a little. Be fully there when you're with her, but don't be everywhere. Let her notice your absence after she felt your presence. That contrast creates emotional tension she can't shake off. You don't try to win her back. Ironically, when you stop trying, that's when she starts thinking. Women respect emotional self-control, and when you show you're okay with or without her, she starts questioning what she lost. You work on yourself relentlessly. Nothing triggers curiosity more than personal growth. Leveling up physically, financially, emotionally, she notices, even if she doesn't say it. You let her wonder if you've moved on. You don't need to post thirst traps. Just live your life fully. She'll wonder, is he thinking about me? That question keeps you in her mind longer than any text ever could. You don't break your silence. First, let her be the one to initiate contact. When she realizes you haven't folded or cracked, it hits different. She sees your emotional discipline, and that's rare. You stop playing the nice guy game. You respect her, but you respect yourself more. You no longer say yes to everything. You set boundaries, you hold standards. That strength creates longing, not your approval. You give her space and time. No pressure, no neediness, just space. If the connection was real, time apart doesn't erase it. It makes her feel the void. You don't overshare on social media. Keep it cool. Mystery is magnetic. When she can't read your life like an open book, she starts rereading your last chapter in her memory. You reignite your passions. She'll start to notice the glow you get when you're doing what you love, and she'll remember how that glow felt when she was around it. You move without malice. No games, no drama. You move forward peacefully. That inner calm is louder than any argument or closure talk. You maintain your masculine frame. You're stable, grounded, calm under pressure. Women miss men who made them feel safe, not just excited. You don't react emotionally. Staying calm when she pulls back shows strength. She expects drama. What she gets is self-control. That shift builds attraction in silence. You make her feel heard, then leave her thinking. Women miss men who listen deeply, but they crave the ones who left them emotionally stirred after the conversation. You're selective with your attention. Attention is power. When you stop giving it away freely, she'll start working for it, even without realizing. You don't explain your silence. If she asks why you went quiet, don't overshare. Let the silence speak. It's not about punishing. It's about creating space for reflection. You stay mysterious, but not distant. Don't vanish. Stay connected to your life, but don't give her access to everything. Let her wonder about you. You prioritize your mission. Women admire a man with direction. When your focus shifts from her to your purpose, she feels it and starts chasing that energy. You stop being emotionally available 24/7. It's not healthy to be her emotional safety net when you're not in a committed relationship. Pull back and protect your peace. You level up in silence. No announcements, just results. Let her see the new you, not hear about it. You build a life she wants to be part of, not a life built around her. When she sees your life thriving, she'll want back in. You're unbothered by her games. If she tries to provoke you with jealousy or silence, and you don't flinch, she'll respect that and miss it. You remove her from the pedestal. She's no longer the prize, you are. And when you act like it, the dynamic shifts. You stop trying to convince her. You don't need to win her over. You show up as you are and let her choose if she wants in. You give her time to compare. The space allows her to interact with others and realize no one else matches your energy. You lead your emotions, not follow them. Being emotional is fine. Being led by your emotions is not. Show that you can feel without folding. You don't follow her online every move. No story views, no likes, no reaction. Your silence on social media creates tension. She feels offline. You maintain a social life. You're out. You're living. You're not locked in your room sulking. That energy is attractive. You stop texting first. Let her initiate. Let her wonder. Let her miss the guy who used to be available. You develop an abundant mindset. You know there are more options. You don't need her. You choose her. And that mindset flips the game. You practice detachment, not disinterest. You care, but you're not obsessed. That balance is powerful. You don't post about missing anyone. You're not begging for attention online. You radiate control and peace. That energy, unforgettable. You upgrade your appearance. A new haircut, better clothes, better health. Your glow up makes her regret ever leaving. You're unapologetically yourself. You don't shrink to make her feel secure. You grow and invite her to grow with you or fall behind. You show gratitude, not bitterness. You don't badmouth her. You stay grateful for the lessons. That maturity is magnetic. You have standards and you enforce them. She'll remember the man who didn't settle, and she'll miss the strength she couldn't control. You trust the process. You're not desperate for her return. You trust that if it's real, she'll feel the absence and make her way back on her own. You maintain masculine polarity. You stay in your masculine energy, focused, calm, and grounded. When you hold that polarity, her feminine energy naturally starts to crave it again. You don't chase closure. You don't beg for explanations or final talks. She'll be haunted by the dignity you kept and the mystery you left behind. You're unavailable for drama. She'll miss your presence when she realizes you're not available to entertain emotional chaos. Peaceful men become irreplaceable. You practice emotional self-control. You process your feelings without blowing up her phone. That restraint is power, and it drives her curiosity sky high. You let her feel the void. You don't fill the space she created. You let her experience it. And in that silence, her memories of you become louder than ever. You level up without announcing it. You don't broadcast your glow up on social media. You let the changes speak for themselves. She hears about it from others, and that mystery eats at her. You let her watch, not hear. You don't send long emotional texts. You show growth in silence. She misses you more when she sees you moving forward without words. You respect her space and your own. You don't rush in with apologies or explanations. She starts missing the man who respected boundaries and still stood tall. You become the version she thought you'd never be. When you become the man she secretly wished you were, after she's gone, regret turns into longing, and longing into obsession. You stay unreachable by energy, not distance. She feels your detachment even if you're online or nearby. That quiet withdrawal becomes more powerful than physical absence, and it haunts her. You're no longer available. 24/7. You stop replying instantly. You're no longer her emotional crutch. Your absence builds curiosity, and curiosity breeds longing. You stop watching her stories. She notices, even if she doesn't say it. When you're no longer silently keeping tabs, she wonders why, and that question burns. You're surrounded by feminine energy, but unbothered. You're not chasing women, you're attracting attention naturally, and yet you remain focused, grounded, and emotionally unavailable. That contrast stings. You're focused on mission, not emotion. Your energy shifts from heartbreak to hustle. A man in motion is harder to forget, and even harder to replace. You let her wonder about you. No updates, no vague quotes, no pity posts. You don't feed her ego with signals, and that silence echoes louder than anything else. You radiate peace. Without her, when she sees that you're happier, calmer, and lighter, without her, it creates a psychological trigger. Was I the problem? She sees you've reclaimed your power. The most irresistible version of you isn't angry or bitter. It's healed, clear, unapologetically detached. And that's when she truly starts missing you, not just emotionally, but physiologically. Conclusion. The fastest way to make someone miss you is to be okay with them not needing you. When you detach with dignity, elevate yourself, and hold your emotional line, women start to feel the shift. Not because you're playing mind games, but because you've become the prize. Subscribe, comment, and like for more videos.